everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. You've reached ChrisLuvsLux, and today we're doing a good old-fashioned review, y'all. What are we reviewing? The new Teint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. I have two shades here. That is what, so you can see the box. This is what we will be reviewing today. So I am excited to show you guys, how I applied it, whether or not it's better with a brush or a sponge, etc. I'm even giving you comparisons to some of my favorite concealers as well, so that we could talk about it. Let's see what the real deal is about this concealer. It has a lot of claims, but you got to stay tuned to see what my final thoughts are. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy. If you're not new here but you keep coming back and you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and commit. Hit that subscribe button, become a part of the fam. Listen, don't forget to hit the like button as well. If you like the content, hit that like button so that the algorithm knows to push out more of my content. With all that being said, let's get into it. All right, y'all, I know things are a little different because my eyes are done, my base is on, and that has a lot to do with the fact that today we're talking about concealer, right? So just so you know, the base I'm using is a Lancome base because we're going to be talking about the new concealers. So I have on the Teint Idole Ultra Wear foundation. This particular shade is my summer shade. It's $4.95 Suede W versus my winter shade is $4.60 Suede W. So you can see the difference in the bottles, right? This is my summer shade, so that definitely wasn't working. This is old though, full disclosure. Not too old. It didn't smell or run or anything like that. I could still use it for a little while, but I'm going to pick up a new one just because there is currently a Lancome sale going on. We'll talk about that later. But that is what I have on my base right now. As you can see, it's a very, very good match. If you guys are wondering what's on my eyes, because I know I'm going to get that question, it is this palette here, Paradise Fallen by Ace Beauty. That is what I have on my eyes. Okay, now let's get into what we here to talk about. I have not reviewed a concealer in God knows how long. I think maybe the Dior concealer. I'm looking, trying to see, or maybe the Clé de Peau, or maybe Chantal. I don't know. Last year was the last. No, it was the Makeup Forever one that I love, right? So y'all know I don't have a lot of. I have a lot of concealers, but different shades from the same brands, right? I am very particular about my concealer, right? Because I am of a specific age, right? I'm 45 years old. My under eye is very delicate. Any slight too much pulling, it gets red. It's already puffy at times. When I'm waking up in the morning, that's what's puffy. I have to give it time to go down and use eye patches and all of that. So needless to say, I have mature skin, mature eyelids and under eyes. But let's talk about what this new concealer, it is $29 each. It is a lightweight full coverage concealer. It's the Teint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. The claims, and I'm going to read straight from the website, what it is: a hydrating, lightweight, full coverage concealer that brightens dark under eyes and covers imperfections without creasing or caking, which is a serious claim because I have creasing here and I do have slight dark circles. I have foundation on right now over it, but it is darker than what you see right here, right? So sometimes I'll color correct because sometimes the dark circles are even worse, right? At times I'll have to color correct around here. Right now, because I have a tan, I don't know, it didn't get any darker compared to the rest of my face, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I digress. What it does: infused with skin-loving ingredients, this multi-use concealer provides up to 24 hours of hydration and comfort in a natural matte finish. Okay, the ultra blendable formula and precise tip applicator targets dark spots, blemishes, and redness without settling into fine lines or creasing. That's a lot. It's saying that its benefits is weightless full coverage. Sometimes those two don't even go together, right? Natural matte finish, 24 hours of hydration, ultra blendable, no creasing, caking, all-in-one usage, sweat resistant, suitable for sensitive skin. All right, I got 2 shades, y'all. All right, I got shades. Where's the shades on here? Oh, right here. I got shade 420 Bisque and 4 neutral and 435 Bisque warm. So I got these 2 right here. All right, so let me take them out. I'm going to swatch them both for you. I wasn't sure which one was going to work. I got them both. If you look at the packaging, it is similar to the packet. This one looks like it's my skin tone, right? All right, we'll see. I got this one. It does look a lot like my skin tone, but we'll see. So the packaging matches the foundation packaging, which I like. It is actually, it feels really good in my hands. It's not really overly heavy, which I can appreciate for a concealer. These are the 2 shades that I got. This is 420, this is 435. Okay, so let's, even here, you see that? Same thing, Lancome sign, same thing with the flower, like the foundation. I'm ready to start, y'all, because I want to see how this is going to roll. So I am going to do shade 420 on this eye, 435 on this one. All right, this is the doe foot applicator, and I can see what they mean by targeting because it's got a nice fine tip on it, so you can really target. I'm going to just do that for now. We're going to see how this blends. We're going to start with that one first. I am going to use, I was going to use a brush, but I think what I'm going to use, yeah, let's start with a brush first. So this brush is not clean, but it will do because it would have made sense for me to have a clean brush. Oh, I do. Okay, we can use this brush by Esom, the T43 brush. It's a nice flat brush. It's cool for blending concealer. And then on this, I will use a beauty blender. All right, let's see how this works. I didn't put much on, but I wanted to see how much it will blend out, or will I need a lot of product? It brightened. The 420 brightened slightly. It wasn't that difficult to use a brush to blend out. I am going to put a little more on just to see how it builds. I'll put a little up there. And we're going to use the same brush. I'm going to bring it down. And bring it up because I like to bring this up here. Open my eye up a little bit. Yeah, it did brighten. So 420 is a good brightening shade for me. As you can tell the difference between here and here. Which means 435 might look a little more like my skin tone. We got to see how the dry down is on this. But it feels creamy. Very creamy. The only thing, y'all, look, it is a little tough to get out. I think it's so that they squeeze in the product out of the applicator, but that is 420. So let's let that set for a minute. Let's go into 435. This is even more red. I think that's the actual applicator. This is the shade. Okay. And 420, this was neutral. Okay. And we're going to use a sponge that I have to wet because I'm never prepared with the wet sponge. That's the one thing I always forget. Okay, we have a clean, wet beauty sponge. Now, here we go. So, I'm going to be honest with you. Just from what I did, I prefer using a beauty sponge over at least this brush. Maybe if I use my Sonia G, I would feel differently, but this is very dirty, so I didn't. But I think this is just going to pick up product too. This one blended out a lot. I didn't use a lot of product. You see, I don't need that much more. I actually, if you guys recall, built it up even more. I'm going to use my beauty blender on this side. See how it works. So, which shade do I like more, right? I actually like this shade more right now because if you want slight, like this is brightening, right? Because I haven't even powdered it yet, right? This one, it's slightly brightened, but more towards my skin tone. Like you can't even really tell I have the concealer on. I kind of like this side better. Let me know in the comments. Maybe because my whole face is not done. But this one is such a difference in shade, you know, because it's so much lighter. What do you guys think? 420 is for like that real brightening effect, right? Which I don't know what I hit this against. But so this was 420. This is 435, right? And then again, this one, oh, they're both warm. Wait a minute. No, I'm not. 420 is neutral. 435 is warm, right? So I like this side, but I also like this side. Y'all, I know I'm all over the place. I'm trying to give it time before I powder it to see if it actually falls in my lines. Into my lines. Let me get my mirror out. Y'all, I can't see that it fell in the lines, but I like 435 better from a shade perspective for me right now. I think once my tan goes away, this is going to be way too light. 420 maybe way too light. What do you guys think? I'm just patting the pat. Honestly, I'm trying to check. No settling so far. None. If I come closer and I look up, you don't see any settling. None. Which is phenomenal. And honestly, it does dry down matte. Somewhat matte. It's a little tacky, but very little. Right? So you don't need a lot of powder to set this yeah, to set this concealer. I am going to use my Charlotte Tilbury, this one here, which I've hit pan on, as you can tell. I'm just gonna use my brush and I'm going to set it, see if it makes any difference in the settling. Really can't tell that big of a difference. You could tell this side is slightly brighter, but not much. So I could still use both of them. I think if I was going out or something like that, where I want it to be really brighter, then I will go with this side, which had the 420. But the 435 is everyday, almost looking like you woke up like this, brightening. I like that side. But either way, let me look. No. This side does look brighter though, even in the mirror with the powder. This side looks a lot more natural. Yeah. I like this side. And don't forget, I actually built it up on this side. I wouldn't use a brush with this one. I think a beauty blender blends it out a lot better, in my opinion. The consistency though. So before I get into doing the rest of my makeup, I want to compare some of my other concealers, right? And while I'm doing that, we can let this really settle and see what happens. So here I have the Dior 4N, right? That's Dior's 4N. So now I'm going to do the Lancome. You know Dior is crazy creamy, right? This is the Dior 420. It is a very slight difference. This is the Dior and this is the 420N from Lancome. But they're creamy, y'all. They're both creamy. So now if I do, let's do some more. I'm gonna do M18 from Pat McGrath. I'll put that right there, which is also creamy. Y'all can see I beat this up, okay? So the shade is a little different. If I put 435 next to M18, let's see. That almost looks like an exact match. Hold on. This for the Pat McGrath. This is Pat McGrath. It's still a little lighter than 435, which means that the 435 probably matches my, hold on. Let's see. No, this is going to be too dark. Yeah, that's too dark. That's the M20. I don't have an M19. So this one right here, that is Dior 4N. This one is the 420 N by Lancome. This is the 435 W by Lancome. This is Pat McGrath's M18. This is Pat McGrath's N21. Definitely not a match. But I have one more. This is Makeup Forever. You know these are my favorites here. Makeup Forever 4.5. We're going to just put that right there just to see from a shade perspective. That's actually close to this one here, which is the 420. So which is more of a match would be this one here with this one, right? Even though in the bottle it looks a little different, on my hand they look similar, this one and this one. But these don't look that far apart either, and that's M18 and the 435, so that you can see it. All right, now I do have 4.5 N in the Dior, which I am actually going to put the 4.5 right here. That's 4.5 N, that's 4 N. This is 435, 420 Lancome. This is 435 Lancome. This one is still a little slightly different than any of these. But when comparing my shades, I'm going to say that the Pat McGrath M18 and the 4.5, this one, these two, if you have these two, then 420 will work for you. I just rhymed. That wasn't intentional. Okay? But I'm going to tell you, as you can tell, the consistency is similar, right? All of them. They have a very creamy consistency. The dry down on the Lancome, it's still wet. It gives you enough time to blend out, which we can appreciate. Nobody likes a quick drying concealer, because then that means you have to work way too fast and your under eye is already sensitive. So you don't want that extra tugging. Okay, so let's take another look before I finish my face. There is absolutely no creasing, none. Even with the powder added and everything else, there is no creasing. I am very impressed. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm real impressed. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna finish my face, put the rest of my clothes on, and all right, everybody, I'm back. I just checked my schedule and realized I don't have any video meetings today, so I'm just gonna keep my tank top on. But it's a shame no one's gonna see this face though, because this face is giving me life, y'all. I am happy with the final look. Let me know down in the comments what you're thinking. I am loving this concealer thus far. I am going to keep playing with it through the month of September, because you know I don't do a lot of favorites videos, but I can see that this may inch up, you know, and be another staple in my collection, because I am really loving it, and thus far. And you know what else? I forgot how great the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation is, and I am loving the finish that it gave my skin. You know, I totally forget. This is what happens when you have so many foundations, that you have things like this Lancome one in your foundation arsenal, and you don't pick it up, you know, as much as you should. So I'm gonna have to go to my foundations and try to do a real gangster declutter, whole nother video, because that probably have to be alive too, because y'all gonna have to help me do that. But anyway, I am liking this look. I am really liking the palette on the eyes, all of that. But the focus is the concealer. I am liking the concealers. Again, here they are. I like the packaging. I like the price. You know, $29 is not a lot of money for concealer. I think our boy Tom Ford, I think Vicky J or Victoria James posted on her community page, hey, he's coming out with a concealer that's $90 whole, right? So, you know, I can get three of these, right? But this thus far, y'all, it's serving it up. You know, I have no issues under my eyes. It was creamy. It felt good. Again, I prefer the Beauty Blender over the brush, just as an FYI. But So far, so good. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments. Are you grabbing it? Because I'm going to tell you, if you are, let me just pull it up so that I make sure I'm right. If you sign up for Lancome's emails, you're going to get 30% off, because currently there's the friends and family, which is 25% off, right? I don't know how long it's lasting, but what I do know is at the time I'm dropping this video, it is still going on. And so if you sign up for the mailings, right, and get on their mailing list, it becomes 30% off, which means that these concealers are $20. $20.30 to be exact, which honestly, y'all, by the time I finish adding the other things to the cart and waiting a while to the end of the day, because it's still early, if I still feel like I feel right now, and my under eye looks the same as it looks right now, y'all, I might need backups, right? And it's backup worthy thus far, but let's see what happens. Again, 30% off the site if you sign up for their emails. I'll leave a link in the description box. I'm not sure if I get an affiliate. I have to look it up. If it's not, it'll tell you whether it's affiliated or not. But I'll leave the link in case you want to shop my links. They're always in the description. I'll leave that one in the description. If it's not affiliate, I'll still leave it there. It's available at, of course, the other retailers, but if you're not getting 30% off, so I would suggest you use Lancome's. Okay, with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It lets the algorithm know to keep pushing out my content, right? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, right? Don't forget, when you do subscribe, to hit that notification bell so that you're always notified when I upload. With all that being said, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.